Phase 1, leash handling. But seriously. So the first thing that we need to cover is how to hold your leash. With your right hand, you put your right thumb through the loop and you close your fingers around it just like that. You're gonna place your left hand right underneath this. And so it allows you to kind of keep a neutral stance, really relax during this time too. If you're like me and you almost like kind of tuck your hand on your hip, this is fine too. When you're first starting this, your hands actually naturally want to disconnect, and this is why I call this the rogue hand. You can train this hand to do what you want it to do, but you got to watch out for this left hand because it just kind of detaches and floats away from your body, and eventually, if you're not careful, you'll have your dog on leash and you'll go back to doing this whole number that I talked about in the first video. Thumb through the loop, other hand right below. This is your kind of starting point. This is your what should be your normal go-to position. Even if you're out walking like this after all, that's fine too. But if you want to get control over that other hand, this is the way to do it. You can also gather your leash, and this is how to gather your leash. You take your right hand, or the hand that the thumb is through the loop, you pull the leash through your other hand, and then you can fold your hands back down. And notice I'm actually holding on to the leash. It's going through both of my hands now. So I'm going to drop it. You put your hands around loosely and you pull the leash through, and you simply bring this hand back down, right, and hold on to the leash. Now this is very, very stabilizing. When your hands are touching, not like this, but when they're actually touching, this creates a closed loop in your upper body, right? So I've got a closed loop. This means that I'm 3 times stronger in my upper body simply because of this handling technique. So this is a really good one for people with strong dogs or dogs that have already learned how to pull on leash. So start practicing this instead of that. I've seen some of you guys out there, Sam, you're actually one of them, that did this on one of your training videos lately. So if you want to have a shorter leash, all you need to do is that, right? And then you've got as short of a leash as you want to have. It's a very smooth handling technique. So I want you guys to work on this and develop this as part of your muscle memory. This is something you can do just sitting, watching TV. You don't even have to have your dog attached to teach yourself this. It looks easy, but trust me, you're gonna have to train your body to do this, especially once your dog is attached to the leash. And so thumb through the loop, close your hand, other hand on the bottom. If you need to gather slack, do it by pulling the leash through with your right hand. That is piece number 1. So practice that. Nothing but the grassroots dog training.